Maben. Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Go.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And you can't take each beautiful passing day for granted, because what kind of storms are around the corner, we won't know. Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
That was deep. I mean, really, that was a deep way to open the show, especially on a game week where I'm playing the number 2 team in the country. So I'm hoping that and I'm sure there's a theme to that, and that wasn't just off the cuff, or you just
100% off the cuff, Steve.
Okay, all right. Well, you're just having a moment of
appreciation,
of clarity.
Smell the roses. Be in the moment. You never know what's around the corner.
No, that's true. Speaking of smelling the roses, are you ready to hear this?
I am.
Listen. Oh, Nikki V with a fresh Diet Coke tall boy.
Cheers, buddy.
It was great.
You see what just happened here?
I'm listening. Okay.
You're not listening, and you're not. Nikki?
Are you talking about last night?
What happened?
Nikki,
I'm still going to have one
Nikki,
during the show,
turn
okay?
off Steve's microphone right now. Because we're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation, me and you, really quick in front of Steve. Nikki, Steve and myself had the most intimate conversation about health last night. I'm talking about, It was a deep soul, just like, what is it when you just, it's something much more, it's so much more than venting. It was like a soul cleansing about taking your health so much more serious, right? And
what spurred this on? Was it like
it boiled down to, what are you capable of? And my journey starts the moment we hang up this phone. And we both got off the phone feeling like, we learned something about ourselves, and we were going to embark in this journey of health.
Motivated.
Listen, don't ever let Steve ever tease you for being you got this guy, because we had the most you got this conversation last night since Vitality, Nikki. Right?
Okay.
And he decides that he wants to start today's show opening one of the, listen, we only really tried to ban 2 things. And he's starting this morning off with one of them.
He's smiling. I feel like I should turn his mic back
Yes.
on.
Turn it back on.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
that is.
Go ahead. Give me the moderation speech.
Well, I'm just having one during the show. All right.
Listen, just tell me that it's like something your vocal cords are just used to. You need a little pep.
Yeah.
You need a little fizz, a seltzer water to your vocal cords to have a good show.
I woke up this morning and after we had that talk, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to have one today. I swear, dude, I was sitting in line to drop Xavier off, and it was like, my mouth was like, oh, what is that taste? And it was like, you need a Diet Coke.
It's the taste
That's
of not having a
only
Diet
thing.
Coke.
And then let me throw it back on Nick. Let me play victim, because let me do it. Let me do a Nikki V. You'll love this one, dude. This is very Nikki V of me. I was like, well, I'm gonna write him and be like, hey, do you want a Diet Coke? Because I'll try to bring somebody else in with me. And I was hoping he would say, nah, not today, man. Instead, he replied with, I already got you one here. So no matter what, he was already setting me up to fail today. He brought me, and not only did he bring me in one, he brought me in a tall boy. I mean, one of the most
that fits in your hand the right way.
I mean, you just can't say no to it. I mean,
It's
like,
perfect.
I mean, it's perfect size. Some would say.
I will say this: the focus can
That one,
and
my
size.
The two-hander. Yeah, no, the Focus can is the greatest.
It is.
It's the greatest can ever invented.
If you had a focus, if you had a focus addiction, like just the
and how it's kind of like matted.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The
so
texture,
it's like grip.
Yeah.
The texture of the Focus is like, like that can get you.
Put it this way.
Feels good in your hand.
It's not really my drink of choice, but I can't not have them when they're here.
Yep.
Because of that can.
Just because of the feel. Ice cold feel with that texture.
By the way, Nick's trying to get some mixtape innuendos in here. Will you let him real quick? Go ahead and get them all out.
No, I said.
I know it fits in your hand. It's right size.
What'd you say? A two-hander?
It's a two-hander.
Get it all in.
Nick likes to slap it up against his face.
Not so much the length.
Just get it all. Yeah, there you go. Get it all in. Just cut them all up real quick.
And look, he wants to be finished by Wednesday.
Also a mixtape innuendo.
Yeah, right.
It's game week, and it is Wednesday. Also, we did have a Coach Brom talked last night, which was great. Coach Kelsey talked yesterday at the luncheon, which was great. So we have some things to discuss from both of those. But we're here on Wednesday, and I'm getting a little more. The bye week allowed me to, it's Miami. Go down there and play. Now we sit here on Wednesday, and I'm starting to get a little more into the, man, if you can win this one, God, where you almost, I allowed myself coming off a loss to Virginia last week. I'm at Disney. It's bye week. I'm like, whatever happens next week.
Yeah. You kind of emotionally detached a little bit.
Yeah, there's a big season. You still got stuff to do the rest of the season. I mean, heck, you could lose to Miami still in 10-2. It's not, and that's not out of the question.
Right.
But as I sit here on Wednesday, I've allowed myself to get back into, I watched a little bit of the first year game at Miami. I watched a little bit of last year's game at Miami, and then I watched a little bit of Miami this year. And I've allowed myself to get back into the, I listened to Coach Brom last night, and he's a genius. He's just an offensive genius. And you're listening to him talk and break stuff down, and I'm like, what if we go and can win this game? Like, what if we go in Friday night and knock off the number 2 team in the country on ESPN?
If we did it, okay, and I'm just doing that quick visualization, that Wednesday quick visualization.
Sure.
If we do it, how do we do it?
Yeah, and that's where I'm at today. It's not so much, how can Miami beat me? I know how Miami can beat me, okay? I can talk ad nauseum about, and it doesn't change it, that Ruben Bain and that front four are incredible. And that's not exactly been where I'm the strongest at, so I can do that. So today I find myself going, okay, if I win it, and I can win it, let me be clear, I can. I'm not saying I'm picking Louisville, but I can win this game. It's not one of those games where it's 2-10, we're 2-win team, and we're going to Clemson. It's like, well, what if we upset them? Well, okay, what if pigs fly? I mean, that's not going to happen. This is one I can go win at Miami on Friday night. How do I get it done? And that's where I was listening to Coach Brom yesterday and hearing him kind of break down just, one of the things he said was, in finding, even just finding the way, because he was talking about we've really struggled to get the ball down the field.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, but in turn, we're not really able to block well enough yet to let that develop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's things that have hurt us from there, and stuff. So it's, and just, I'm macro, and we'll get into the nuts and bolts of it. He talked about the run game, and he talked about how there's going to be times it's going to feel like beating your head against the wall, but we have to get that going. Like, we have to, or we don't have a shot,
Mm.
And then he even brought up the idea of maybe it kind of got overblown, I think, last night, because the way he said immediately playing two quarterbacks, and I think that everybody immediately took that and was just like, he's saying we're playing two quarterbacks, and he kind of circled back around later.
Okay, let me ask you this: was the response was the response that fan? Was the response like the Matt response? Or was the response like Wildcatish response?
It was, I think what I gathered from it was there was a lot of, well, if you got two quarterbacks, it means you don't have a quarterback, which I agree with. I agree with that sentiment. I mean, if you're playing two quarterbacks, that means you don't really believe in the quarterback you got. However, he circled back around to kind of say, well, hang on now. We have some packages for other quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, is two totally different conversations than, hey, I'm going to bring in Brady Allen. He's going to split snaps with Miller Moss. That conversation is, ooh. Like, that's where me and I'm talking to you today, Marcus, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm usually not this guy, but you ain't going down there and winning, bro. like if he's down there playing two quarterbacks trying to, but to me, if I've got Deuce Adams is I think if they split time, it would be Brady Allen. Okay.
Okay. If they split real quarterback minutes,
time
snaps. Yeah.
I think if it's a package type thing, I think you're going to see some Deuce Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he is going to be a guy that's going to be more of a package guy. I mean, it's a big Texan quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Deuce Adams is a good-sized kid.
Deuce Adams?
I mean, I'd have to look it up. He is, I guarantee he's 6'3". Guarantee he's 6'3".
Deuce Adams?
Yeah.
Let's see. Give me 1 sec, boys.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, boys. Deuce Adams, I spelled it wrong.
Nick looks great today, too. He's got his jersey on. He's in his element, dude.
What kind of jersey?
Hockey jersey, Rangers.
Okay. he's going
6'2".
full Nicky V.
6'2". Okay, 6'2". How much weight?
190.
All right, never mind. Any piece of crap.
Yeah, Deuce Adams go student body left towards Reuben Baines.
Yeah. Are you insane? That's gonna be me on Friday night. Are you insane? When you put it, no, but I don't care. I've stood next to Deuce Adams. Like he's a strong kid. He's a big, I have no, I'm kind of sending out a bat signal for people that would know. But if that's my opinion, would be, I think if it's a package type thing, which is what it sounds like it is, more so than like Miller Moss is not losing his spot this year. Like if that's something you're looking forward to, you're going to be very disappointed.
Are you
saying neither one of those guys are ready to take the team?
Are you saying package for explosive plays, or would it be short yardage package?
No, I think it's explosive plays. I mean, the short yardage package. I mean, Miller Moss does that fine. Like, is he not really good at intermediate throws? Like, I mean, do you feel like?
Yeah, and see,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm asking back.
Running.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like? You're talking about running.
Yeah, like fourth down plays, another option.
Oh yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
Just being able to run the simple, the mesh, and get the yards. Find a good spot on the line and get the yards.
Absolutely.
And especially if you don't feel like you're going to be able to tush push at Miami.
Well, because right now, I've said it from the second game of the year. So I don't feel like I can line up on 3rd and 2 and always get it. Now, I will say it seems like we found something with that sneak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seems to be working, which is why I understand when people got a little upset with the toss, even though I think the toss would have worked really well if he catches it.
Mm-hmm.
But I understood where people were like, dude, that sneak's working every time. Like just go to that, and let's just go make them just be stronger.
Don't forget that your center is an OG. Like your center is a top tier center.
Yeah, like for all the faults in the O-line, I don't think anybody thinks Pete Nigra is the issue.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Eric Wood was on one O-line that wasn't great. And I don't think anybody thought Eric Wood was the issue. Like, I don't think anybody was like, freaking Eric Wood, man. Offensive line sucks. And Eric Wood was an upperclassman. It was like, ooh, this O-line's kind of... and it was like, yeah, it's not him.
Eric Wood was probably like, geez, y'all suck.
Yeah, y'all suck so bad. but you get, I mean, that's a collective issue. But
he's just putting a bad signal out there to give him something to think about.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and there's that. Like, there's gamesmanship to it also.
You'll be watching the game and you'll get frustrated and you're like, where's this quarterback package I was hearing about? Yeah, his name's Miller Moss.
Like, we never had a quarterback package. There could be that too, because he did openly say it on his show, which is quite unlike Rom. So it could easily just be a gamesmanship issue as well.
Yeah, and he is,
or tactics.
And he is a stickler for tactical advantages, Steve. There's nothing that gets said out of his mouth that takes away his tactical advantage.
No. He don't just give away stuff, So either he has it and he's like, yeah, I want y'all thinking about it, and we are going to do it, but I want you all overthinking it to the point to where when you see another quarterback come in, you're like, oh, here comes, like, what are they running? What are they going to run?
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Okay, You got your Louisville team, you got your Miami team. Okay, this is the problem I have, and you can kind of be therapeutic about this. We just lost to Virginia in overtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sucked.
It
We
did.
watched.
It's a good assessment.
We watched Virginia, Florida State, right?
Uh-huh.
We watched Virginia, Florida State. We watched Miami, Florida State, right?
Uh-huh.
How much of your myth of the microphone do you have with Miami right now?
A little bit, and that's something that's funny you say that. That's kind of where I wanted. I was going to touch on that today because I think you could hear in my voice that I was like rewatching Miami on like a YouTube. You're like, they're definitely beatable.
That's where I was going with.
Not that they're bad. Not that they're bad. Look, not that. Oh man, they're a fraud.
Listen, you can see athletes on the field and appreciate athletes and say, we can get those guys.
Yes, and when you rewatch Miami, you're like, it's one of those things where, and I know, you can say it, but it's like, well, yeah, but you don't. So this is really a moot point. It's one of those things where I go, like, if our O-line would just have solid offensive line play, this is one of those we could sneak in there and be like, oh man, Louisville's all over them. I mean, Louisville's just all over them.
It's Bester Anderson. Change the whole game.
Yeah. However, I don't have that, or at least I've not watched that yet. So it's going to be hard for me to not.
Okay, you can't superimpose him in your mind for the Miami game.
Who? Oh, Sylvester. Oh, yeah.
Sylvester.
I'm sorry. That's what you said. I didn't understand what you said. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, he played against Virginia. I mean, down the stretch, and it definitely helped. Now, he's lost a little bit of weight. That's been an issue, but because he never was a super big guy. Because listen, I love Travion Sylvester, and I think he is a really good player. I also feel like we've kind of made him into Mekhi Becton. Like,
Yeah,
as he's been out.
Wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was.
No, you're fine. That works. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's been out, and we've almost turned him into Mekhi Becton. Like, well, this guy, I mean, top 5 pick in the draft. It's like, well, no, I don't even know if he's an NFL guy. But,
Starters are starters.
But he's a college football starter. And I do think that's going to be a nice change. Having 2 weeks, he's practiced these 2 weeks. You're going to put him in there. Now, I also, though, just keep living in the world where I see myself in 3rd and 4, and I see myself run a play action, and I see Miller Moss turn around, and, oh, God, there they are, and I'm going, this is going to be maddening.
But, and again, this is just my brain hearing you and ignoring you and saying, and saying,
well, that's what I want to do today. I mean, that's what I want to do today. I want to give. We can present the fact and then say, okay, but let's think in the mind of Jeff Brom. How do we beat that?
Okay. Now, what I'm doing is, I know this is that game for him. I know this is that off-season game that he, bye week game that you do some future prep for. I know this is the game that you are going to get pissed off at because you're going to say, why weren't we doing that all year? Because we do that every single time he has this big performance in the middle of the season in a big upset or something like that.
Yeah.
Why weren't we ready for that? Or why weren't we doing that? Where was this game plan? It's like, and you're gonna get mad. You're gonna say, why haven't people been doing this to Miami? Because you're gonna find out, that he spotted, 3 plays that, that are just he's gonna find the nosy running back, and you're gonna like, okay. What I'm saying right there, Steve, having a game plan and spotting a weakness, and now all of a sudden you're running the ball. You can't see yourself saying, where did this run game come from in a big time first quarter? Like, can you not see yourself saying that?
Yes.
Yeah. And
I can see a healthy running back room, and I can see myself running the football.
2 healthy running backs, Steve. 2 healthy running backs.
3,
maybe 3. I think
Okay.
during his press conference he said likely had 2.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I'm pretty sure Monday's press conference he said.
Well, he just didn't mention Duke.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That was the only. Yeah. So, sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Which tonight we should get an injury report tonight. By the way, with it being a Friday game, I think that's how it works.
Okay.
So.
But like, haven't you seen his blueprint of being over prepared for, I mean, that's where where the stinker game logic comes from.
Yeah.
It comes from the over prepared for the upsets. It's what makes him one of the most dangerous coaches. It's the Miami game.
Yeah.
Isn't this where we first found, my wide receiver. I'm getting ready to call him Clev Lubin. It's Colin Lacey, but I'm getting ready to call him Clev Lubin just because I got that big C in my brain. Right?
Clev Lubin, the receiver. Let's do it. Colin Lacey. Okay.
Colin Lacey. I mean, in the Miami game on the road when we first got Colin Lacey?
No.
Who was that?
Notre Dame on the road.
No. My receiver outran somebody at Miami 2 years ago.
Oh, that was Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
awesome.
he's gone. He is playing at Missouri right now.
He went to Missouri.
Yeah, I was actually watching Missouri, Alabama the other day, and he was in there returning kicks.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good for him. He gave me a moment.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good. I was really excited about him. I'm glad he left.
No, seriously, Steve.
Yeah.
Colin Lacey, you're going to
Colin Lacey had the kick return last year, though.
Okay. Like, can't you see where I got playmakers and I find or Coach Brom finds 3 or 4 plays of Miami's weakness and Louisville's strength in a bye week?
Yes. Yeah, like I think Brom is that good. Yeah, I mean, I do. I think absolutely. I think he can find. I mean, you gave me 2 weeks to get ready for Miami. Now, however, I think Miami's had 2 weeks to get ready for you as well. I don't think did Miami play this week?
And who has Miami beaten? Florida State.
I don't think Miami played this week. Miami's beaten Notre Dame and Florida State.
Notre Dame and Florida State. And I know we kind of touched on it yesterday, but it's like, would you be shocked if you started that game and you saw movement on the line and said, what were we thinking?
Oh, and they beat Florida and South Florida. So I mean, Miami beat Notre Dame by 3, 27-24. I'm not saying that like knocking them. I mean,
yeah, right.
Notre Dame's a good team. Like,
and I think I think off-season muscles matter in the first 2 or 3 games.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. They had Bethune-Cookman, which they beat 45-3. They beat South Florida 49-12 and beat Florida 26-7. And then they beat Florida State 28-22. But, I mean, they're good, man. However, I don't think they're elite offensively.
I think the parity has everybody looking away. I think the myth of the microphone is becoming more important now than even it was before, because it's just looking like all these teams, like they're separation teams.
Yeah.
And it's not the same kind of separation.
Well, let me do this for a tease. I think our defense will have a little bit of something for Miami. However, after the break, Marcus, there's a former criminal / booster that does not think that at all for Miami. So maybe we can hear that when we come back.
93.9 The Ville.
Louisville football plays here.
Moss wants to throw it. Back shoulder throw, and he brings it in one-handed. Bell did in the corner. Touchdown!
It's the Cards and Canes on Friday with a full day of pregame, game, and postgame coverage.
Miller firing, caught, dragging across to the 10, to the 5, and Bell scoots in for the touchdown. They just cannot handle Chris Bell today.
On your home for Louisville.
From the 502, where we rep it true. Cardinal red, black and white, that's our crew. Ballin' hard on the course, scoring touchdowns too. Louisville's finest, we're coming through. Young center back, freedom, all memories. Gridiron legends, Cardinal legacy. From Muhammad Ali to Lamar Jackson's fleet, we put on for the city, can't you see? Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, feel the ground shaking. Made for the Ville, history in the making. Derby City flow, Southern hospitality. Slugger field the church, or we got duality. BB and who, we the real Kentucky. Cars fly together, that's our reality. From the west end to the east, Cardinal pride don't never cease. Throw your wheels up, let them know Louisville's here to run the show. Made for the Ville, yeah, we built different. L's up high, keep them raised to the ceiling. Cardinal Nation, taking over. Find it, from the 502, where we rep it true. Cardinal red, black and white, that's our crew. Ballin' hard on the court, scoring touchdowns.
Sports analyst for 25 plus years. His records are documented and recorded at FatJackSports.com. Listen every Thursday at 4:30 during The Drive with Mark Ennis on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut-rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future, whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice. These are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Temperature control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with this sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
You know, Marcus, I said, I feel good about our defense. However, what does the name Nevin Shapiro mean to you? Well, I'll tell you.
Cocaine Cowboys.
Nevin Shapiro, Nick, you want to listen in real close on this one, was an American fundraiser for Miami who received a 20-year sentence for orchestrating a $930 million Ponzi scheme. A $930 million Ponzi scheme. The remainder of Shapiro's sentence, though, thank goodness for him, was commuted by then President Joe Biden. I don't know why that last part matters, but that was a very great time. Great timing. The remainder of Shapiro's sentence was commuted by then President Joe Biden. So,
Hey, my guy.
yeah, so thank goodness.
Uncle Joe.
Thank goodness we got Nevin Shapiro back out on the streets. What is, well, he was among 1,499 recipients of communications announced by the White House on Friday. Okay. Anyways, so with that being said, Let's hear what Nevin Shapiro thinks about this game, Marcus.
They're going to run the ball at will on this team, and they're going to score. I could see Miami putting up very easily 34 points, 38, 30 plus on this team, right? I don't see this game as a real challenge. Mindset is the challenge, and that's the truth. They're so much better than this Louisville team. There's no, like, I'm making.
He goes on. I only gave Nick the short clip because I don't need to hear it all. He goes on, but you get the drift there. Mm-hmm. Right? That right there is, you're looking at this Louisville defense and you're just like, Louisville can do whatever they want. Or Miami can do whatever they want. If you're Ron English in a room with those guys, because here's the thing. While I think Louisville's offensive line will struggle against Miami's defensive front, I even think Miami's defensive front is probably better than Louisville's defensive front. I'll just say it. They're really, really good, okay? That's why I think at the end of the day, the most likely scenario that pops out of the lottery machine is Miami winning, right? But Miami is not going to just line up and run over Louisville. And if that's the thought process down there, now I'm not saying Nevin Shapiro's thought process.
Yeah, it's the voice
of Mario Cristobal. Yeah, you know, like, so I'm not saying that. But if the mindset seeps into the players of they can just come out, and this Louisville game is an unranked Louisville team coming in. We've already played Notre Dame. We've already played Florida. We've already played Florida State. Like, this Louisville thing is whatever. They're going to be shocked real quick. And on a day where I'm looking for, hey, how does Louisville win this game? That's one. He said it. He said it. He didn't realize he said it, but he said this is a mindset game. It's just a complete mindset game. Mm-hmm. And if that mindset is this is a lowly, unranked Louisville team coming in, we've already beat Notre Dame, we've already beat Florida. Well, guess what? Louisville can play with those teams too. If that's the mindset of Miami, is we can come in and we just got to get through this game, check in, check out. They'll get beat Friday.
Does the 13
and Louisville will win that game?
Does the 13 have your attention?
The spread?
Yes.
Yeah. But like, it had my attention and I don't like it. Where I was bigger? Like, no, I was hoping it was going to be more like 9. 9.5 single digits, where I was like, okay, Vegas, 13, it's almost like Vegas is saying, we think Louisville can play them close, but we don't think Louisville can win, which I think is the common consensus. I mean, I think even amongst most Louisville fans is I think we play it close. I think they make one extra play defensively than we can make, right? And they win the game. That's what I think even most Louisville
is it them
fans
making one
believe.
Play or us making one more offensive mistake?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
When I say making plays, like I'm just, like they get pressure and force Miller Moss into something.
They're going to take it from us, not self-inflicted.
But let's also not act like Carson Beck. Now, he's been good this year. Okay. But let's also act, this is going to probably be the best defensive front he's played. And I know they've played Florida, and I know they've played Florida State. I think Notre Dame is probably up there pretty close.
There's zero chance they respect our defensive front.
No, because you go, well, we've played Florida, we've played Florida State, we've played Notre Dame, and I'm like, Louisville's got a better front seven than Florida. See, that's something we're like scared to say because they're SEC, and it's like, ooh, I don't know, man, they're SEC. No, Louisville's front seven's better than Florida's. Louisville's front seven's better than Florida State's.
Did it surprise
I said,
you?
I'll give you Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got a pretty good front.
Only they got one guy on their defense.
Well, I'm saying I'll give you hey, when you're scheming or the pressure you may get. I mean, Louisville as a collective whole might be better than them up front. I mean, Louisville's really freaking good up front.
Why did Dawson leave?
I know that one hurt. I actually watching Miami and Notre Dame earlier this year in the first week. He made a big stop at the goal line. I was like, gosh dang it, man. But I mean, Renee Conga and Jordan Garrard are pretty dang good, man. I mean, like, again, Dawson's another one that, like, he's really good. I'm not going to turn him into Warren Sapp, though. Like, I mean, he was replaceable, I think. It's not one of those where it's like, yeah, I know, right? Like, I'm not going to, you know, if guys, I mean, really, in this world, anybody's replaceable. I mean, really. I mean, you can, and what I mean by replaceable is even if you can't replace them man for man, you can find enough to make up that gap.
Let me ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
You go down to Miami. What can you do on defense that will make Miami start pressing early? Because, and I'm asking, I'll give you a second to think on that one. By the way, I want to open up the phone lines, 8150-939. Feel free to shoot off any text, Steve, if you see them, 3831-939. What can, and I'm asking everybody this question, what can you do? What part of Miami's game can you take away early to get them tight and pressing? Because that is one of those things, like, I think a confident team, maybe it's something as far as having a really, really long first drive and scoring. You know, maybe it's something like realizing they're only bringing 4 and making Carson Beck have to eat the ball or throw it out of bounds early. Wait, I'm just trying to throw out a couple of them really quick.
No, this is good.
Yeah, something like in the first couple possessions, Carson Beck, we're dropping back in zone, rushing 4. He has to throw the ball out of bounds. He has to eat it. He has to throw us. And then on a third down, he has to throw a screen in the dirt because we're all over that. Maybe something like just hitting their running backs in the backfield on the first, 6 attempted runs. What things can make them press? And where I'm getting this question from, Steve, is I had 2 visuals pop into my head. Louisville, Purdue with Lamar Jackson, right? Just something to make you start pressing after a while. You try to be confident, but you start pressing, okay? And the other one was Louisville, Duke, the Lamar Jackson year.
Jackson's year.
Yes. When they kept the ball out of our hands with screens, with 4-yard runs, screens, and 4th downs.
Because you can feel it in the stands. Because I remember being there going, we'll pull away. It's second quarter. It's close. Third quarter, it was like, it's close, but we're fine. And then you're like, this thing's going to be a game.
How
we're in for a game.
How long will it take to disturb the Miami fans into believing this is going to be a game? How long will that creep into the sideline? Like, how do you make Cristobal uncomfortable early? How do you make him go for 4th downs earlier than he normally would? Stuff like that.
You hit it right on the head. You get the Beck with that 4. Because I don't think anybody still believes Carson Beck is this elite quarterback that's going to make a bunch of plays and win you games. I don't think, like, there is this thought pattern that Beck's out here throwing dimes. I watched against Florida State. That game was 28-22 is what it finished. The first touchdown was a flea flicker with a guy from Miami running wide open that Beck almost missed. And he still ended up that game with 241. He had 4 touchdowns, and he was good. He was good. I'm not going to say he wasn't good,
Right.
But Miami's running game, I mean, Fletcher's good. We remember him. I mean, he's been running on us since he was a freshman,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's good, but I mean, even him, I think he went over 100. Let me double check, but I'm kind of not giving. I mean, Bethune Cookman. I mean, whatever. Their stats are probably lower because of that game. They probably didn't play a ton, but I mean, against Notre Dame, it's 66 yards on 15 carries. Against Florida, I think he went over 100 against Florida. He had 116 on 24 carries against Florida.
What's
Carson Beck?
What's Florida's record right now?
1-3. Or their record right now is 2. I think they were 1-3 when they played Miami. Okay, so they're 2-4.
Florida's 2-4.
Yeah, they're 2-4. And Carson Beck he was 17 of 30, had 160 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception against Florida. Fletcher had 116 on 24 carries. The Tremar Brown, he's another running back that they have. It's pretty good. I mean, he went for 80 in that game also. I mean, 80's not that's not nothing,
Right.
Like, I want to give him his credit there.
Right,
He had 18 carries. But I mean, when you look, it's like they're run. I mean, against Florida State, Fletcher had 12 carries for 40 yards. The Brown kid, Jamar Brown, had 8 carries for 19 yards.
This is back when we thought Florida State was good and Miami,
Yeah,
Florida was good. And
Yeah, and the only game left. I mean, South Florida. I mean,
yeah. And
Fletcher
again,
went for 120. Yeah, that was the game I said he went for. Yeah, he went for. So he's got 2 games he's went over 100. So I mean that's nothing. But against South Florida, Beck had 340 yards. He had 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. I mean, you give Louisville, if you tell me Carson Beck's going to give Louisville the ball a couple times, like, right, exactly. 100% the point. When you look at it right now, I mean, is that Miller Moss? And okay, that's Miller Moss and Carson Beck right now. I mean, like Carson Beck's averaging 197. Miller Moss is averaging 138. His rating, Carson Beck's rating, 74. Miller Moss's is 70. What's the third one on there, Elisha? That's good producing by you, Elisha. Teach Nick a little something. The 241 and the 329. Yeah.
Pass yards versus conference.
Okay.
And touchdowns versus conference.
Yeah. I mean, against the conference right now, Beck has 241, Moss has 329, and then 4 touchdowns to 2. And if you looked at interceptions, it would be, 2 for Moss, and I think Brown's got none, or not Brown.
4 for Moss, 3 for Beck.
Okay. I mean, so is Carson Beck playing that much better than and I'll still say I think Miami's played a tougher schedule up until now. So, like, I'll still give him the edge that he's playing better. But it's not like you're going out there and you're playing Miami and they've got this dude that's just so much better than your quarterback and so much better.
JMU versus South Florida, who wins?
Probably JMU.
Virginia, Florida, who wins?
Virginia, right now?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Florida State
curious.
Pitt, who won?
We are curious.
I can go.
Florida State Pitt, who won?
Florida State
Pittsburgh.
Pitt.
And we got that one straight up.
That's
like
what I'm
we
saying.
know Pittsburgh beat Florida State.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not even a.
So
that's not even a yeah.
Yeah, I think most people would agree. Virginia would beat Florida. Pitt.
It'd be a good game.
Yeah,
like I bet the spread wouldn't be very much, depending on where they played.
Yeah, I'm just making this all human. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, where did Miami play them? Miami played Florida at home, so it would have to be at Virginia if you did the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not crazy. Texas says the Brown kid. Yeah, I switched that up. I was like, I'm not gonna say that. I know how sound bites work.
USF is 41 in the FPI, and JMU, I just had it. I'm sorry, is 67.
Okay,
just so comparable.
So within 20.
Yeah.
So when you get that's a little lower than I thought.
So did I. I thought they would be a little higher than
that. I mean, listen, overall, I think South Florida would be more talented than JMU, without question.
Mm-hmm.
I think the coaching and the team, I think JMU could give themselves a chance to win that game. Mm-hmm. So I won't. I'll slow down a touch, which is JMU would win easy.
Right.
Yeah. But I do think that. But it's a comparable game.
Yeah, I was just
definitely.
I was just making comparable. You know, listen to me. There's not.
Thank you. That's a good stat.
The same level of separation that the rankings look like.
Elisha's got Nick feeling all now. Nick's coming up with these crazy stats. He's like, "Well, Carson Beck only when it's a lunar solstice."
Now he's
Carson
Nicky.
I look like an offensive coordinator on the hot seat. I just start pulling out flea flickers and trick plays.
Listen, Nicky's turned into Nicky Dicky.
Nicky Dicky.
Nicky Dicky.
Appreciate you, Elijah.
Awesome. Yeah, that was good. But no, I mean, but it's good. And what you're saying is true. I mean, it's more of a comparable schedule than you think. I mean, I think the Notre Dame game is probably the outlier. But I mean, even in saying that, I mean, what's Notre Dame ranked? I mean,
okay, Notre Dame lost to Miami and who else?
Oh God, did I just say it's not crazy? Look, now Texter pointed out, like, I don't need that. It's not crazy. We go 9-3, and then goes
into
4 and 8
into the toilet.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Listen, we're gonna have to continue this conversation. Nikki, go ahead.
No, let's do it.
Nicky Dicky, go ahead and play us out.
Nicky Dicky. It took me a minute to get that. I was like, what? Oh.
Okay, second era. Again,
more of a stats guy than a producer.
Okay, yeah, we still got to do ideal ways, and we have to discuss ramifications both ways. Rolling along 939 DeVille.
Pissing down his leg. Just
wasn't my fault. The computer glitched. Now, Elijah, say it. It glitched. It glitched. Thank you, Elijah.
Well, Marcus said it. We'll be back.
Louisville City FC plays here.
Lambert still fighting for it, playing through and across into Amadou Dia, who scores for Louisville City.
The boys in purple have already locked up the Players' Shield, but are looking for more. On the road Saturday night at Orange County SC. Pre-match coverage begins at 8:45 with kickoff at 9.
Davila lets a shot go and he scores! Taylor Davila unassisted.
And it's right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean? Does it not look good?
It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret.
No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic.
Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous.
I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at newnordicusa.com or CVS.
Ready to launch your career with UPS? UPS is now hiring. The UPS Employment Center is now the UPS Airlines Career Center located at 100 High Rise Drive in Louisville, Kentucky. Part-time day shift package handling positions are available with starting pay at $21 an hour. Benefits include paid holidays, paid vacation, 401k, tuition assistance, healthcare, medical, dental, vision insurance after 9 months. Apply today at upsjobs.com/WorldPort. Launch your career with us today at UPS. upsjobs.com.
Looking for a thrilling new experience in Louisville? Head over to Next Level Ranges, the city's newest high-tech gun range. Whether you're a pro or a beginner, we've got the perfect setup with state-of-the-art lanes, expert instructors, and a safe, welcoming atmosphere. Wrap up your shooting with a farm-to-table meal from Brass Social, or kick up your feet and relax in our exclusive Members Lounge. With personal lockers for your convenience, you'll feel right at home. Located just off Blankenbaker Parkway across from Lexus of Louisville and J-Town, Next Level Ranges, where precision meets passion. Visit nextlevelranges.com for more information. That's nextlevelranges.com.
Is your tile tired, cracked grout, worn caulking, or dingy floors bringing your space down? Well, call the Grout Medic of Louisville. They specialize in regrouting, recaulking, cleaning, sealing, tile repair, and replacement for both residential and commercial projects. At the Grout Medic, owners Audrey and Marty McGraw and Jeremy Wheatley believe in one thing above all: customer first service. Professional, reliable, and always with your satisfaction in mind. Call them today for your free estimate at 502-609-3900. That's 502-609-3900. The Grout Medic of Louisville will bring your tile back to life.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
All right, well, give us hope. I like this team. I like Miller Moss. Yes, he's made some bad decisions, but there's a bunch of stuff besides this Miller Moss making a couple of bad decisions.
You know, the mistakes that Miller Moss has made, I would say that you're right, that he's definitely played 90% of every game really well and up to the standard, but it's the critical mistake that has repeated itself.
Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7.
College football plays here.
Throws up the middle, caught between hashes, at the goal line, comes back up. He's in for a touchdown.
With a Saturday matchup featuring Clemson hosting SMU.
It's good to get back home. We've been gone a while. You know, we've not played well at home. You know, our big goal this week is to play well at home. And we have not done that.
Coverage begins Saturday at 3 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
At Holiday World's Happy Halloween weekends, the fun never ends. In fact, it's been sweetened. As the sun sinks low, there's a thrill in the air. Thunderbird, Hallow Swings, ride if you dare. 500 drones in the sky start to swirl. Free soft drinks and candy, 'cause it's Holiday World.
Happy Halloween weekends are back at Holiday World through October 26th. All your Halloween favorites plus the all-new Dino Corn Maze. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
Sports fans, touchdown at Boom Bars. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, handcrafted cocktails, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Bars in the Highlands, Westport Village, J-Town, Jeffersonville, and E-Town.
Download the ESPN Louisville app today on the Apple or Google Play Store. Brewed by Bud Light.
Did want to remind you guys again about our friends at First Choice Insulation. They are your local attic crawl space insulation experts. They provide top quality insulation solutions, and they have worked on some of the best residential and commercial projects around town, including Denny Crum Hall, which looks great. You're going to want to keep your house cool in the summer, warm in the winter. That means you're going to want your insulation to be where it needs to be. Call First Choice Insulation. Mention ESPN Louisville. You'll get $100 off your next project. Also, check them out online, 502insulation.com. That's our friends, First Choice Insulation. They're your locally owned insulation experts, 502insulation.com.
When it comes to cars, details matter, and nobody knows details like Barnes Auto Service. Owner Chuck Barnes Jr. is an ARCA Series race winner and former Richard Petty crew mechanic. That same precision fuels every repair at Barnes. From oil changes to major engine work, your car gets championship-level care. And right now, ESPN Louisville listeners get 10% off BarnesAutoservice.com or call 502-966-8644. Barnes Auto Service. Precision you can trust.
Hey Cards fans, I'm attorney Sam Aguiar. After an accident, there's a lot on the line, and you only have one shot with taking on the insurance company. At Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, we go over the top for all of our clients to get them every dollar they're owed, and we win big. All clients get our bigger share guarantee, so you always get more, and there's never any fee until we win. So give us a call and let our winning team get to work for you today. We're here 24/7 at 502-888-8888.
Hey Louisville, are you looking for great food, great beer, and a great time? This is Dominique with Noble Funk Brewing Company. We are a family-owned and operated destination for craft beer and pizza located in Old Louisville. Noble Funk offers a wide variety of rotating brews with a mouth-watering lunch and dinner menu, as well as games to entertain the whole family. Our location also makes for a great event venue from everything from family celebrations to corporate gatherings and weddings. Check us out at Noble Funk Brewing on Facebook and Instagram and at noblefunk.com for more info. We're excited to see you.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
I've got one for you. yesterday we were putting together, so we got the dreaded call that was like, would you guys want to host Christmas? And you're like, oh God, not really. But it made me, so I'm, we're going back and forth, and I'm like, oh, and I know a lot of people are getting this call. And I walk in the kitchen and I tell Charity, I'm like, this floor got to be clean. Like it's got a little bit of a tint to it, like, because it's that ceramic tile, and like, so I'm, and it's one of those. And I told her, I'm gonna have to tell people about this one, because I'm like, how many people are getting that call that you're gonna host for Thanksgiving or you're gonna host for Christmas, and you're like, this place does not look up to par, whether it's outside, inside, whatever it is. Give my friends over at Grout Medical Louisville a call, and they'll take care of that for you. And it will completely change how your house looks when the family comes over, and they'll go, dang, what's going on with this? It looks like you got a brand new place. And you're going to be like, well, let me tell you, it was very simple. I gave my friends Jeremy Wheatley, Audrey, and Marty McGraw a call at 502-609-3900. Let them come out for a free estimate. Listen, they're customer first service mentality, man. So they'll come out, they'll look at it, they'll say, and tell them, look, make sure you tell them, be like, I got holidays coming up and I got to get this stuff taken care of, man. Let them know why, what's going on. Or if you're a business and it's getting that time of year and you're going to put the lights up and you want to make everything else shine the way it should, give them a call. Look, they do regrouting, recalking, cleaning, sealing, tile repair, and replacement. They can take care of all that. Okay. So anything you need, they're going to handle. They do residential or commercial. So whatever it is, give them a call, 502-609-3900, the Grout Medical Louisville.
So your biggest fear is the Miami defensive line. You said Green Bay?
No, I said Reuben Bay.
Oh.
Green Bay also haunts my dreams.
I was going to say, did your brain go straight to Green? Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not, right now, I'm not worth even thinking about. So.
Reuben Bain and the Miami defensive line is your biggest fear because you feel like their defensive line can bully us. They can bully our run game and our passing game.
Yes.
How would you game plan to neutralize the defensive line of Miami? And try not to do that. Listen, Steve, I'll jump through the radio and strangle you if you say, well, just try to have a balanced attack.
So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to pass and run the ball.
Yeah.
Keep them on there. To keep them on there. No, listen, you're going to put an extra man and you're going to run at Reuben Bay. I mean, like, essentially, I think that's going to be one of the things where you're going to try to just one man up them, run that direction, stack the house over there, kind of takes him out as opposed to letting him have one less man trying to run away from him,
Okay, I'm getting a lot of screen passes, and I think when your defensive line has been performing that well, first thing everybody says is screen passes, and that you end up getting the Miller Moss interception to a lineman because they're good and they know they're good and they know that people are going to be trying to screen.
And he is the reason I didn't go straight to screen is he is very prone
right
to getting tip balls.
Right.
And now, I'm not saying you're not going to still run that. I'm not saying there's not going to be screen, but I think you're better hitting the underneath intermediate than you are the screen.
I don't think Miller Moss can even sell a screen.
Yeah, and that you're right. Like that has defensive lineman interception, kind of either tip ball for a pick.
Yeah, I don't think he's great with like arm angles. When you got to make a play to really get the ball to your screen.
Yeah, and now I think you can hit them with a couple draws, especially if your running backs are healthy. I think you let that defensive line get up the field and then try to find a crease in the middle somewhere. I mean, I think that can hit for big plays because, I mean, when our backs get in open field, they're good. They're elite.
They're elite. Yeah, I was going to say,
especially Isaac Brown. I mean,
like, again, don't wait till Friday night to get reminded that nobody's in college is catching.
And that's what I'm wondering, if that's going to be something that happens. If we're going to get there on Friday and you're going to watch, and that's going to be the game where we go, oh, yeah, Isaac Brown is elite. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, Isaac Brown can run away from anybody.
Okay, which one? Okay, well, I know the natural answer is going to be Isaac Brown regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But if you played the game and you saw Chris Bell out there dominating, would that surprise you?
No. No, not at all. Why would that? No, I mean, I think he just put together. I mean, I think that kid just put together two of the best back-to-back performances we've watched at Louisville in years from a wide receiver. No, when you're looking at guys like Chris Bell would start if he played at Miami. Isaac Brown could start at Miami. When you're looking at our skill guys are not where Miami can outmatch us.
Yeah, can take a back seat to anybody.
Yeah. It's not one of those things where you're like, God, Miami's got all that time. And they do. They have a ton. But I'm saying we've got two or three that are as good as anybody in the country. There's been years we've went down there and it's just so maddening. Like the year we went down there with Satterfield, right? And we had a pretty good year. And I think it was his first year, and we go down to Miami and just get bludgeoned. And it was like, well, yeah, we don't have athletes like that.
Yeah,
they were just so superior.
Built, the same.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were so much of a better team. It was, well, we don't have athletes like that. And they were dancing on us and running on us and celebrating in the end zone. And it was like, they are just so much better than us. I mean, like we had Tutu Atwell. And that was really, Javian Hawkins at that point was banged up. And it was like, okay, this is it. This is it. This is Tutu. Like Tutu's one of the guys out here that can run with these guys. And that was it. And it showed. When they come up here the next year with Satterfield, and it was like immediately you're like, yeah, we ain't got those.
What do you think about the Miami DBs?
They're good. But they're good, but teams have. Okay. I think typically under Cristobal, the anchor is the safety. Okay. When you watch his teams, typically the best defensive back is the safety, or is playing safety, right? It bit us a couple times down there before under Cristobal now. But I don't think it's a case where they have these lockdown DBs that can go. Are they better than Pittsburgh?
Is the Miami natural turf, does that still bother you? Because we've had discussions about that, and it always felt like you get down to Miami and we're not used to that.
Well, it's always damp.
Yeah,
it's always damp.
Lush,
it's grass,
lushy.
Yeah,
lush grass.
Yeah, it's always that. So it's one of those deals where, I'm looking right now just for, I'm looking right now just kind of for effect, but they picked off Castellanos twice. What do you think about him? That's
I was watching him. I was watching him in Pitt last night, and I was like, he sucks.
Yeah, That's what I said too. So I told Nick the other day. I was like, he's just terrible. I mean, they picked off the kid from Florida State once. I mean, I'm not saying picks are the end all be all of looking at it. And then they picked off Notre Dame once. So I mean, like they've. Well, and I'm saying, I mean, I don't even know if that's secondary either. You know, I'm just looking at straight interceptions. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that again.
Wait, I'm sure Ruben Baines got one, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The linebackers. However, what their secondary has is a front seven like they have, which makes life a whole lot easier when you are when you're that. You know what I'm saying? When you're back there guarding, it's like, dude, quarterbacks are running under pressure. Right?
So you still you get back to how Miller Moss handles 4 from them versus how Beck handles 4.
It sucks because that's what we didn't want to, like, when we start the show, it's right. It's like, hey, let's find out how we win. But it's like it feels like we're always going to find our way back to, it just comes down to how the offensive line and Miller Moss handle the pressure. If they handle it well, I think Louisville can win the game. I think it's a good shot they do. That's the story of the game, man. You know, it's like that's where we're at.
You don't feel like you don't feel like Colin Lacey and Chris Bell, like they're basically dependent on everything else.
Well, yeah, I mean, because they've got to get the ball to them. You know, you've got to get the ball. If you're Isaac Brown, I mean, you've got to have a little bit to run with. You know. I mean, so everything is based on that, right?
Well, let me ask you this. Does Miami sell out against the run like other teams have? Or does Miami stick to kind of like their own principles, which, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like other teams really been selling out, and that's putting pressure on Miller Moss to win the one-on-one matchups. If you're Miami scouting, would you be a little more worried about Chris Bell as of late and maybe not want to just sell out on the run the same way and figure, let's take some time and see if their run game can even beat our front four? Or do you sell out from the beginning to try to make Louisville one-dimensional?
Yeah, I mean, look, I would sell out. I think that's what they'll do. I think Miami will try to bring it at Louisville early, force Louisville into an early mistake, and take advantage, like that, because Louisville's hurt. That Miami knows that's what Louisville's scouting for all week. I mean, all week you're scouting for this front seven, this front four. These guys are the guys that are coming after you. I mean, so I think Miami's going to bring a ton of pressure early, and I think they're going to come right at Louisville and try, like I said, try to force them into an early mistake.
Miami's going to come
that'd be disheartening.
Extra pressure early?
Yeah, I think so, because I think that, I mean, how disheartening will that be? If in the first 2 drives they get to Miller Moss and Miller Moss throws an interception, you'll be able to feel it from the city of Louisville all the way down in Miami. The people, all of us, including myself, it's just like, oh boy, like here we go. I mean, that's going to be the vibe, man. I mean, that will take the soul out of the people there. Just, oh God, like if they've got to him
Miller
already.
Moss resilient?
He was against Pitt. He was against Pitt, and I think Pitt's a pretty good team.
Would you say he was against Virginia after the early turnovers and picks?
No, he was. I mean, I thought he was really good in the first half against Pitt. I think Virginia. It was against Virginia. I'm sorry. I think he was really good in the first half. It's kind of like it started falling apart late for him on that one. But I mean that it's just so. I mean, if I'm them. By the way, this texter does bring up a good point. It says Bell and Lacey were open against Notre Dame team last year with an NFL secondary. So and that's a good point too. I mean, we've watched them. We've watched them already. Them go against. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean. But again, this is what I say on the flip side. I mean, defensively, I think we can get to Beck. And I think we can make Beck make the bad decision.
Is Jaleel Skinner a factor?
Needs to be. I mean, I know that's not a great answer, but I mean, Nate Krusky has really opened up. I mean, we had 2 touchdowns from the tight ends against Pitt. I mean, we've had big catches from the tight ends. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see guys like that be able to make more plays. I mean, since I can't overlook the fact though that it was like the tight ends were almost not involved until Nate got back.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh, okay, now we're starting to see more to the tight end. It's like, okay, well, there was a reason why. Even though Skinner's had a touchdown against Pitt, and I mean, he's had some other catches. He had a catch against Virginia and stuff. So I mean, I'm not
still
saying
mad at him
like
for not getting those extra yards though.
Yeah,
Like,
no, absolutely.
When you had an opportunity to get the first down, it's like you gotta get behind your pads.
Right. A couple texts really quick, and then we'll get the break. So we need to hit a little bit of basketball today as well.
Okay.
Does Miami feel we can't beat them over top? If so, they'll sit on all the short routes. I agree with that. I think Miami's going to force us to beat them over the top. Then the next texture says, if Moss comes out poorly, does Jeff hook him?
No way.
I don't know. I mean,
no way.
I don't think so.
You said it already,
yeah,
Steve. You don't stick anybody else out there.
Yeah. I think if that's what you're looking for, I mean, then you need to root. I mean, you almost need to be rooting for it to be horrendously bad.
Like, for Miller Moss.
yeah. Like I don't. And look, you can blame Brom for that if you want. That I don't know if there's really a backup there that can.
I mean, all 3 years he's gone with his quarterback.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to pull. I don't think he's going to pull that guy. Do you think we win if we force 2 turnovers? Yeah, I do. Be methodical.
2 is the magic number.
Yeah, I think you need to get yourself 2 extra possessions.
Shootout or low scoring game? What do you have the best?
I think I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a definite different. I think it's going to be a different vibe from last year's game. Last year's game was 2 elite offenses, 2 elite quarterbacks going back and forth
on
who can score the most. Yeah, on a fast track on a beautiful day. I don't think that's going to be how. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I don't think that's how this game will go. I think it'd be more in the high 20s, low 30s. As opposed to it, which is still, I mean, guys are scoring, but I think that's kind of the ceiling for this game. Last year was in the 50s. It was two great offenses going back and forth.
Let's get a reset. Quick commercial break. Last commercial break. On 93.9 The Ville.
If it's Louisville football, we're talking about it.
It's about us improving, and playing against a high-caliber team will really give you a measurement of where you stand. And, I'd like to go play some good football. And I think we have a great opportunity against a great team to show what we're made of and show that we can make some improvements and go out there and execute and play hard and play physical because we're going to have to do that in order to win.
A full day of pregame, game, and postgame coverage all day Friday, right here on 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your house will be a common event. And if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. This month from DFH, you'll receive a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And you'll finally have the temperature just right in that hard-to-heat-up room this winter. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company today about a train comfort system at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial # law on your cell phone. That's # 529, offices Louisville.
This is Nathan Huber with ESPN Louisville. As a sports official, I'm always on my feet. I suffered with severe pain in my left foot for 2 years. Having been misdiagnosed by 2 other podiatrists, I was frustrated and not sure where to turn. I was fortunate to find Dr. Patel and his great team at New Horizon Foot and Ankle. On my first visit, Dr. Patel correctly identified my issue and started treatment that day. Thanks to his expertise, I am back on the field stronger than ever, and I can't thank his team enough. New Horizon Foot and Ankle, where innovation meets excellence.
Your home for all things Louisville is Kentucky Branded, located at Shelbyville Road Plaza. Kentucky Branded, your one-stop shop for Louisville fan gear, state pride, city pride, bourbon-themed items, and apparel. Football season is here, so step up your game for your tailgate and get your new Cardinal gear. KentuckyBranded.com. Kentucky Branded, your home for all things Louisville.
Hey, Jeff Jewell with Tech Restore. Sick of waiting at the Apple Store? Skip the mall and the madness. At Tech Restore, there's no appointment needed, ever. Just walk in and get Apple certified support right here in Louisville. We offer genuine Apple parts or cost-saving solutions. Whatever works best for your situation. No long lines, no Genius Bar, just real help, real fast. Visit us in Hikes Point or online at techrestore.com and see all that we offer. Tech Restore, saving your one device at a time.
I am cancer-free thanks to the power of U of L Health Brown Cancer Center.
The power of second opinions and medical first.
The power of holistic care.
I am hopeful with the power of early detection.
The power of advanced technology and clinical trials only found here.
I am living life thanks to the power of academic research.
And the power of world-class care close to home. That's the power of you.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you. You should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated. Will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
You know, Marcus, Halloween is right around the corner. And you know what some people get?
Tired.
They get creepy sounds, okay? And fired. They get creepy sounds. Okay? Nobody likes to hear creepy sounds. But you definitely don't want to hear it when you're in your car. All right? Finding a mechanic. And then on top of it, it's pretty scary. You're looking around for a mechanic. You're like, oh, my God. It's like, do I know anybody? Does Marcus know somebody who is working out of their bedroom? You know, this is nervous. Well, let me help you out. Go over to Barnes Auto Service. You can count on ASE certified technicians who have been keeping Louisville families safe for over 40 years, from brakes to batteries to AC to tires. Barnes does it all. They're fast, fair, and you can rest in peace knowing you're backed by a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. And here's a treat for ESPN listeners. You ready for this? 10% off any repair service. Just mention ESPN. Visit BarnesAutoservice.com. Call 502-966-8644. Barnes Auto Service. No tricks, just repairs.
Basketball.
Thank you. Basketball.
Barnes and basketball.
Barnes to basketball. Let's get to it because here's the thing. The luncheon was yesterday. It's starting to I think after that game ends on Friday, we'll have Saturday. I think Sunday, because regardless, if you win or lose, if you win, you're going to be jacked to just watch college football all day. Like, I just want to see all the college. I'll watch every second of maybe every game in college football if Louisville wins on Friday. I mean, I might watch every single game.
Because of the landscape or just
yeah. Just because I'm excited. Just because I'm excited, What just happened?
I'm listening.
Intern got me a Diet Coke. But you're trying to be healthier, so that's why she didn't get you one.
This is some crap gonna have to change around here. Somebody gonna get fired.
What happened to the good old days where the interns knew to ask everyone?
Wow. Well, good news is Lieberman is on his way up here. Me and him are gonna grab a very small slice next door, have a few conversations. With that being said,
The interns ain't interning.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful. Well, regardless though, I think Sunday it will start to creep in. And Monday it will jump to the front of your brain. You play Kansas Friday night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will be one where it's like, I'm ready. I'm kind of. Now, if you beat Miami.
You know what, Steve? I'm going to be like the security getting trampled at a court storming or a stadium rush, because it's going to be everybody trying to court storm to the basketball. And I'm going to be like,
man.
Wait, no.
Well, if you lose to Miami, you're going to get trampled. Because people are going to be like, dude, I play Kansas. Just go, look,
Marcus,
you got to
up.
go beat Boston College.
Just shut up,
okay, on
Marcus.
Saturday night, 7:30.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm still going out there, but you just got to beat Boston College. I'm focused on this Kansas game. Now, if you beat Miami, I think there's going to be a nice little look. Louisville's playing Kansas in the KFC Yum Center next Friday. I don't care if Louisville's ranked number 1 in the country in football. That's going to catch our eye. Okay, like I've got a number 11 Louisville team playing Kansas on Friday night.
What is Kansas? 21?
19. So I've got a top 20 matchup against Kansas on Friday night. It does not matter what is happening. Like, I'm going to pay attention to that to an extent. So, but I do think it's going to kind of get in there that, like, okay, we're about to see this team play. We've talked about the team ad nauseum. Hey, we love this guy. We love, okay, McNeely can shoot. Who's going to start? What's Javon's role going to be? Can Conwell? It feels like Conwell may be the guy who's like the best player. Maybe. How good is Michael?
Michael, Conwell, ACC. Were they both first team?
Oh yeah, no, I don't. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Okay, let me ask you real quick, because I want to say this out loud, and just like I said, we I know we mentioned that as a footnote. First of all, let me ask this question just so everybody's clear. Did both Michael Brown and Ryan Conwell make all ACC first team preseason?
They did. That's 2 from Louisville's the only team to have 2 as well.
That's kind of ridiculous, Steve.
Yeah. No, it's not kinda. I mean, it's very.
And you're only 11 in the country.
Yeah.
And you're predicted to have the two guards that are all first team ACC is your backcourt?
Yeah, essentially your back. Not essentially. I mean, it is. It's your backcourt. Your backcourt is first team All ACC.
You think a nod? Does Kelsey get a nod for preseason respect? Does he get a little boost because of what he did with Chucky?
Yeah, probably.
Like, I trust him with Michael if I'm an ACC voter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's part Michael as well.
I've seen Conwell be first team All Big East. He can be first team All ACC.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think you say, man, this kid's probably going to be a lottery pick. Like,
are you scared to not put him in as a first team, knowing he's going to be a top 3, top 5 pick?
Pretty much. Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, I can't. Which, by the way, let me look at I'm looking at this right now. On StubHub, like the cheapest ticket for upper level is $60 for an exhibition game.
Oh, speaking of. Tuesday, October 21st. I forgot to mention this. Tuesday, October 21st, good people. It's a giving day. Raise some L. October 21st, starting at 6:02. It's a donation day from 6:02 to midnight. So the Louisville Athletics Giving Day is coming up.
Okay.
So I saw that from the Louisville Athletics account.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's going to be the link posted. Like one of those flash, what do they call them at the games?
Yeah, the flash gives or
the flash gives.
drives.
I'm sure it'll be one of those. So make sure
That's good. It was nice for me to be talking how much tickets are.
It wasn't the price of the ticket, Steve. It's the value that you're getting.
Like, hey, you're going to pay as much for tickets. And you're going to give, too, whether you like it or not.
Listen, because you got Kansas in here.
Yeah.
And you got 2 All ACC first. You wouldn't pay $60 to watch 2 All ACC first teamers take on Kansas?
Yo, you're asking me. I mean, I'm not the one to ask. I would pay $500 to watch it. I would pay that to go watch practice.
What would you pay? Steve, what would you pay? Okay, if just tomorrow, if Disney, we can't say Disney. Let's just say Viacom just decided they wanted to pull the plug on all college basketball for the season. What would you pay if they said you have one? How much could they get away with charging you, Steve, for every game, a season pass, or like a season TV pass for your Louisville Cardinal games? You could
anything. I don't like. I'm not gonna not watch the games. Like, I mean, if they were like, hey, it's $100 for the year, it's not even
a option.
I mean, it's not even it's not even a conversation. Like,
okay.
Okay. I can't not watch my game.
When they go,
I mean, I literally, Marcus, I have one of the cheater boxes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's amazing, by the way. Amazing. I don't know why everybody's not doing it, but, I still pay for the ESPN subscription so I can watch the games when I'm out, you know, like when I have no need for it at all. But it's like, but like Friday night, for instance, Elijah has a game.
Does he know you're going to be locked into his phone?
Yeah. If I stay here and don't go to the game, then I'm gonna watch it on the phone while he's at the game. You know. No, I did tell him. I said, if you look up and I'm looking down at my phone, just get over it.
Get over it. Okay, yeah. Steve. Listen, if they said $579 for the season pass, where would you cut corners at? If tomorrow you said, starting with Kansas game, it costs $579 for the all season TV package, where would you cut corners at?
What would have to go? I mean, I could make coffees in the morning.
You can
I could make a cold brew at home.
Start making your own cold brew.
Yeah. Like I could make a cold brew.
Okay, how much do you average roughly a month? I know we're just kind of joking around about it. Like, how much of that $579 would the coffees knock off?
I mean,
200 of it.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, you're thinking. I mean, I pay it's no less than $5 for a coffee a day. Yeah, probably more than that
and
most of the time. But
I'd say $7.50.
But I've
put
cut
that out
down
over
to
a
cold
season,
brews. So, yeah.
Do you spend $500 in a season on coffee?
Oh, more. I mean, think about this. If I pay, let's say $6 a coffee, which I'm with Nick, it's more. Okay, I'm going to multiply that times 4 because I'm going to say, well, there's maybe a day I don't.
A season's 5 months.
Yeah. And then I multiply that times 4. And then I multiply that times 5. Yeah, $4.80 right there. If every coffee was only $6 and I stopped, and that was me only stopping 4 times a week. If I cut it out for a whole season. Now let's be a little more realistic. It's about $8. I stop 5 days a week.
At least.
Okay. At least.
Because when I talk to you on Saturday morning, you're picking up a coffee.
That's about $800 in a season.
So coffee.
Yeah. I mean, on a Saturday, I'm like, I'll go grab a coffee real quick.
So coffee. So drive-through coffee would have to die. So basketball could live.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I'm not being able to watch my games, especially if my team's this good. Like, are you insane?
Yeah, I just go straight to the closet and just eBay it up.
I mean, can you imagine sitting there on November 11th and you're like, hey, you can't watch the game. Louisville's favored to beat Kentucky.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, let me know who wins.
All right. You want to give any shout-outs or anything?
Yeah, quick shout-out to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. Get over there and check them out, tristatemenshealth.com. Take the low-T quiz. It's 10 questions, 2 minutes, yes or no answers. Very simple, very quick and easy. And what you're going to do is when you take that, you set up an appointment. They have so many great locations. I mean, they're right here in Louisville. They're in Northern Kentucky. They're in Cincinnati, Columbus. Like I said, I mention all those because I've had somebody actually in Columbus write and say they went to Tri-State Men's Health up there. So you go in, it's such a great environment. I will say it's such and again, I know some people laugh at it when I say, like, I mean, like, it's like a manly environment, but it's like, look, especially the first time you go in, we don't have to sugarcoat it. I mean, there's a little bit of you're looking around like, anybody I know here? Anybody see me? There goes Steve walking in the men clinic. Yeah, bet he can't have sex. It's like, no, just got a lot. Just testosterone things, you look, the point is I'm having a little fun with it, but you're a little nervous when you go in there. But when you go in, it's so inviting, and they're so good at talking with you and walking you through everything. That's why me and Nick went in our first time hand in hand, just together.
True story.
Yeah, we're just here for a show. We're just here for a show. We have sex. Not me and him, but with our girlfriends. Like we do it all the time. No, but you go in there, man. It's a quick appointment. You're in and out. And if you sign up for testosterone that day, they waive that $99 fee. So we didn't even pay anything that day. And then they get you going from there. So get over there, tristatemen'shealth.com. Let them know you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All right, what you got on deck, Nikki?
Oh, what do we got, Nick?
Oh, we got a loaded show. A little hell yeah, hell nah.
Okay.
We'll get into that. We'll talk about the Miami game, obviously. What's our gut telling us?
Okay.
Andrea Adelson will join at 12:40, and the fabulous one, Phil Baker, is going to hop on as well.
How about that? What time's he jumping on?
I believe 1 o'clock.
Okay. Just need to know what time to turn my radio off.
Okay. Thanks for that.
All right, hit the play out.
I don't know why we always sugarcoat. Like, Phil's good at radio. Like, it's like, okay, all right. I mean, I guess I'm the only one here that's willing to say it.
It needed to be said. You feel like
yeah,
someone
I'm
needed to say it?
I mean, look, I feel like Joakim Noah. I'm like, do you think Cleveland's cool? Like, I mean, y'all think
the
you
highly
enjoy listening
competitive 10 to 12 spot?
Yeah. Do you enjoy listening to Phil? I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm the bad guy. Okay, I'm the bad guy because Phil sucks.
As always,
great salesman. Great salesman.
9150-93.9 is always the number. 3831-93.9 is always the text line. YouTube channels normally made for the Ville. Big Days of Marcus, baby, 93.9 the Ville.